Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I can play myself. I got Wallo here for you guys in a video that I want to react to. I got another video I'm gonna play for you guys in tandem. But Wallo used to do these morning videos, I believe, motivational videos on his Instagram. I still follow him, I believe, but I hadn't seen those videos of recent. But I got one here that I seen a while ago that he said something really interesting, so I want to react to it for you guys. But I'll go ahead and play the video for you.
Good morning. If nobody ever told you this, I'm gonna tell you. The wrong friendship or the wrong relationship can set you back 5 or 10 years and have you stuck. They could be an anchor in your life. You gotta be mindful of who you partner up with as your partner, who you say is one of your friends, because let me tell you something. I'm witnessing people that I know that's in their 40s just recovering from relationships, from friendships, from people that they had around them that was anchors, that would not let them breathe, that would not let them go to the next level. Because you'll be sitting there, like I told y'all before, a lot of y'all don't even dig it. A lot of y'all sleeping with the enemy. A lot of y'all around people, right? Y'all sleeping with the enemy. Your partner don't want to see you grow. I'm talking about every time they get a chance, they cut your wings. Every time you want to do something to the next level or add value to yourself or be better, you know what they do? They get right in your way. What? And you try to say to yourself, "Dad, this person love me." No. Who you want to love you, that don't mean they want to love you. Who you want to care for you, that don't mean they want to care for you. Who you want to see you win, that don't mean they want to see you win, because they ain't never see they win. They ain't never love theyself. They ain't never care for they. So you got to stop putting all this pressure on other people, and you got to start realizing that the wrong relationship can set you back 5, 10 years. The wrong friendship can set you back 5, 10 years. And guess what else it could do? It could also give all the ingredients that have you mentally abandoning your dreams. Your dreams will fade away because you wasted all this time on recovery. Get out there and live, and it's just like.
So I want to speak easy on this, right? Listen, it's certain people that you just can't hang around, because if you want things in life, let's say, you know what, I want to have a house, or I want to be able to have a car that I don't have to worry about that's gonna break down on me, right? Even though things may happen. You want to have 2 cars, okay? It's certain people that you cannot hang around, period, because they're going to negate your stride and your effort to do that. Some people they're going to want to spend money. They're going to spend up your time, your effort. They're going to spend up your attention. They want to spend up all these things that you need to be putting in different places. And it's just being honest, right? It's certain people, and it could be your family members, it could be your friends, it could be anybody, that they're not gonna help those ideas grow that you want. You ever be around somebody that it's an issue when you do something that you want to do, right? They take it as a sign of disrespect because you've been so laissez-faire and you've been so, go with the flow. And these people think that they can control you and what you do because they got so comfortable just by you being there and you being around. Or they feel like they can talk to you or say something, and you could really say, you never really tried them in that way by saying, hey, look, I don't want to, I want to do something else. Well, really, that's really what it is. You want to do something else, and it's an issue. They take to it as this is a problem. That's very telling. It's some people you can't be around like that, and I think Wallo is a credible source to learn from, because I think he ended up doing some time, and it's 2 sides of the game. You can learn from it, and I think him and Gilly, those are 2 people they probably know a little bit more, definitely in the area of people, because they probably hang around a lot of people, and they know different people. But that's the thing I'm saying, man. I could say so much more on this, but I don't want to say too much. But it's very important for you to know who's for you and who's beneficial for you to be around, because there's some people that you can laugh with, you can joke, you can party, but some people do this. They gonna be in the club every weekend. They gonna yeah, hey, look, man, they do this, and that's the lifestyle. And if you can't keep up with something like that, hey, look, I gotta go do this and that and the other before I could do anything else. And it's just an understanding. That's where both of y'all lives differ at, and it's just simple as that. But it's another video I'm gonna play for you guys really quickly.
But he wound up having, because It was this one old head named Shoes. They said they thought he had cancer, but he wound up having AIDS. And that was my OG. I used to push him around the yard. I seen him the night before he died, because I didn't even know he was. But he grabbed my arm, and I was talking to him because he used to be laughing and all this shit, smoking a cigarette in his bed. He said, do me a favor, man. He said, when you get out of jail, live. He said, I never lived my life. I lived for everybody in the hood. I ain't never go nowhere. I ain't never do nothing. I never lived. He said, just go out there and live, man, when you get out. Don't come back. He said, I lived my whole life in the ghetto. I went to ghetto jail. He said, I kept going back down the way. He said, the world is bigger than down the way. The world is bigger than your neighborhood. And he said, and I used to be like, I was like, damn, and he just said, man, just please, man, just go see things. Go feel things. Just be free.
It's real.
And I come back the next day, and when I came back the next day, he was gone.
That's just full circle right there. That's a full circle revolution in your way of thinking, because when you see something like that and hearing that story, yes, it's sad, but you know, it's true. You know you need to live your life, but also too, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. So that is going to be a challenge to you to live your life in the right way. All right. And I thought this was interesting. I was watching a video, and the dude in the video was like, man, you know what? During that period of time, I think he was talking about AIDS was like the third leading cause of death for black people, you know, black women and black men. And I think it was like 2021 where AIDS was the 8th leading cause of death for black men and black women. And he was like, the numbers have to be skewed because he doesn't know anybody that has contracted HIV or AIDS. And he said he didn't know anybody that was dying from AIDS. So he said the numbers had to be a little bit off. And I was like, when I was watching the video, I was like, you have to know somebody that's, you know, that contracted HIV or AIDS. I'm like, you have to know. If they're talking about it's the number 1, the number 3, number 8 leading death of, you know, of black people, you got to know somebody at some point in time. That would mean that you not really, you don't really, I mean, you have to. I'll just say that. But I thought that was interesting because then you know, then I watched this video and it's just telling. You know, and I said this before, and I'll say it again. It's easy to get in trouble, and it's hard to get out of trouble. And I think that's just very telling. And it's just a motivating type of series of videos that show you that you need to live your life, but it's the right way to do it, and you have to abide by that. You know, you can't do what you want to do, hang around the people that you want to hang around with, because no work is going to get done. And it's as simple as that. And I don't want to sound like I'm coming out too hard, but that it really is that. It's just back to the basics. That's what I got for you guys, man. Like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I hope to see you here again. Peace. I'm out.